Travon Smith, Turf Talk 101, man. World famous Turf Talk. And this young man right here, I went to a couple practices. Then I got DMs like, man, you would come today. We ain't even here. And then I've been trying to link up with him, maybe going on probably a year. I keep seeing, I've got a chance to see him at his games, but never had a chance to talk to him. The one and only Christian Cooper. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just going through this off season. I'm good.
Off season, okay. Go ahead and let everybody know where you play at, your position, your accolades, anything that they need to know as far as notches on your belt. Don't be humble. Just tell the people who you are and what you bring to the table.
Well, I'm from Beaumont, born and raised here. Last year, sophomore year, I started second team all league, so that was all right. Then this year, I started again, first team all league. I had like 70 tackles this year, a
Mm,
few sacks, yeah. So this year was all right, yeah. It was
yeah,
solid. It was solid.
definitely a tackling machine. I've had a chance to watch you grow. Can I be honest with you? I've seen you just get on the field, make a couple tackles. I apologize, but now I see the violence. I
Yeah,
see you. I
that's
see
for
you
sure.
arrive. Yeah, I see you arriving at the ball with violence.
Yeah,
Um, so he's at Beaumont High School, plays defensive end, maybe considered an outside linebacker because he drops in coverage because he has good coverage skills. Let's talk a little bit about last year, going into last year, because there was a lot of expectations because whatever I seen, the coaches have to definitely see as well. So
yeah.
talk a little bit about your expectations going into last year, which was your sophomore season, what the coaches have for you and what you had going on.
Well, going into last year, so like my first year last year, this is my first year to this position because I always played the other side of the ball. So like I came in like not like timid, but I didn't know the position, so I had expectations for myself that like I exceeded. So I was happy for that because I just never played the defensive side before.
Mhm.
Then coming into this year, I just knew like I know this position. Like I'm the captain of this defense, so like it was my year, and it was good this year. Then I broke my wrist in the season. I had to play through. Then I just had surgery. So
Okay,
yeah, so I had a little setback this year, but it didn't really stop nothing.
I want to I want to talk a little bit about your off season
Yeah,
going into this year. What
yeah.
were some things that you worked on because you were brand new at the position? What were some things that you worked on this year in your off season?
Well, lining up like on the outside, the edge, on the outside backer spot, I worked on like I always like my read and react. I was always a little bit late, so like on my re-steps a lot. Then my coverage, I always like didn't get to my depths, like getting under the one receiver, getting hands on receivers. Like I struggled with that, so I worked on that a lot. Then I worked on my man tech a little bit, but I'm keen on that a lot this year.
hmm did you notice that different this year when the season
Yeah,
first started?
yeah. Like I had like my first game in Hawaii. I had like the player of the game, and I just knew like the confidence was there. Then like I was just there every time, and like I prepared well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to talk a little bit. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about to Beaumont High School's Christian Cooper, defensive end, outside linebacker, um, class of 2026. Let's talk about the beginning of the year. I know you guys had a big trip to Hawaii. What
yeah,
was it like to go get on the road, get on the plane? That's that college life. What was that like?
yeah. It was a good experience. Like last year we went to Utah, but we didn't fly or nothing. We
Yeah.
took the charter bus, so it was a good experience. Like there was that thought in the back of the head, like we not on vacation until like we win, obviously, and like how's the whole team gonna react just coming out there going through adversity. Like it's a different time zone, the weather's different, so we got the win. Obviously, we reacted good. It's just different. Like you just got to be a lot more locked in, and we were there. And it's like maturity to it. So it
So
was good. It was a good experience.
definitely a great notch on your belt. And I know Coach Steinberg out there, Steiny as they call him, does everything he can to get his team well prepared. He's a master of the technique and art of getting his teams prepared.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the beginning of the season. What were some things that you noticed in the beginning of the season? Um, just because the beginning of the season comes in hot, man. You
Yeah.
got the games back to back and stuff like. Talk about the beginning of the season versus the middle of the season.
Well, in the beginning of the season, like I feel like we came out pretty slow. Like as a player, I feel like I came out pretty good, but like as the season went on, I feel like I was getting better and better. Yeah, I feel like I was just getting better and better, and like the more experience I had, like the more confidence,
Hmm.
like in my head, like I just play slow to play fast. So I just had the confidence like throughout the season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's some things that I noticed about you. Where a lot of young players, as the season progresses, what I'm saying, like it starts going from slow motion to fast forward. Because I seen you, I got a chance to see you at two big games, and you
yeah,
and you were playing fast, you were playing violent, and
yeah,
that's what they need on the defensive side of the ball at any school.
yeah.
Let's talk about what was some of the highlight your highlight plays. You said Hawaii. What was something that was a highlight play out there?
Well, Hawaii. So the crazy part, it was 19-0 at half. I was balling. I had a sack. I had half a sack already. Then we didn't score at all this in the second half. Then like we were just getting worn down. Then I just remember it was the play before they kicked the field goal and they lost a few yards. I had a sack. Or I had a TFL because of quarterback option.
Mm,
And I just knew like the energy I brought. Like I tackled the quarterback. I like and there remind me there was like 30 seconds left. So like just the energy. That was like yeah. The season started. I was like
mm.
yeah. I was like it's ready. It's time.
Especially after you didn't got on the plane.
Yeah,
Who's some of the players that help you bring the energy over there? Are you one of the energy bringers?
yeah, for sure. Me, my middle backer Costas. He's like crazy. He's like
Mm,
a crackhead energy type thing. Then honestly, like we had Dom on the D line, but he just was there to play. He wasn't his energy. He wasn't a rah rah type of guy. Then
yeah,
like me and Jaden, that's me, Jaden and Cardi, Jeremiah McCarty, like our side, we had the energy.
okay.
Yeah, like that was us.
So I want to go back to the middle of the season, but are sometimes do you guys need each other to pick each other up because
Yeah,
you
for
might
sure.
be down or you might be slacking on energy? Talk a
Yeah,
little bit about how you guys help each other out at the high school level.
yeah. Honestly, like coaches always told me my leadership, like that's the only thing I got to get better because I just got to talk to my teammates better and knowing like how I would want to be talked to, and
Mm.
like if I made a mistake, like I just want to be shit talk, like basically.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
know dad and older brother that you guys are like as I say, you guys are straight to the point. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? No cover up.
yeah,
A lot of people can't be talked like that. But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need people to talk to you like that, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
so
I feel that.
let's talk about the middle of the season. How'd you feel in the middle of the season? A little worn out,
I
little
felt good going into the league. So we were supposed to play Dixie, and that game got canceled because there was fires up there, some drama. So we played Oak Hills. You probably know that.
yeah,
So as we played Oak Hills, I feel like we came into that game like obviously they beat us in the playoffs last year. So like it was like personal. I felt like it
yeah,
was personal, and like if I feel like if we didn't play that game, like our maturity, the adversity we went through, like we were down big. Even though we didn't win that game,
mhm,
like just the adversity that coming back in the second half and like making plays, like that just like matured us. I feel like just for league, so I feel like it was we needed that loss because we're
okay.
4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to talk a little bit about the league, but I want to. What's some of the most valuable points that you learned like throughout the football season? Because everybody thinks everything is about winning, but sometimes, as you just said, nobody wants to lose. But sometimes you need that loss to humble people and get people hungry again. What's some valuable lessons you could tell to other young players that you learned throughout the season, being a vet like yourself?
I feel like winning wasn't like it's not like obviously we want to win everything, but like losing is just gonna teach us like we didn't prepare, we didn't do enough, we didn't watch film enough, we didn't practice
Mhm.
hard enough, and like the thing is like once we know those things, and like once we play in a game that was winnable, like we could fix those things in a better game, and like we know we could do these little things. So just the little things we got to do better, then that could be a win.
Got you, got you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow up with this. Do you think it's important to lose a game before you get to the playoffs? Kind of,
Well,
sort of,
that's a good question. That's a good question. Like I say if the team is new and we're a full of young guys, like I feel like coming into next year we have like the same amount of group on the defensive side. So I feel
good
like
job. Yeah, good
yeah,
job. Yeah,
we experienced it. Like last year, like you know what happened in the playoffs.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, so we experienced that.
yeah, I think it's important for some like younger teams to go through adversity, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, losing is part of adversity. But if
yeah,
you're a vet team, you already know what it is to lose. We ain't trying to lose no more. Let's
exactly.
talk some of the biggest games that you couldn't sleep the night before. That dad had you up. Dad. I know dad gets amped up.
Yeah.
What game was dad amped up for?
Well, like last year, so last year it was always like Cajon and CV were our last games, but this year it was that Cajon was our first game in CV. So like there was like no playing Rev or Ukaipa to like basically like warm up for them. So like it was just straight to business. Like that first week 6 game, we had Cajon, so I was like that was the game like I was ready for because last year we lost to them by like what 3 points. We were
Yeah,
down in the red zone type of thing. Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
was like
Last play
the
came down to the last play,
like
right?
I know a lot of these dudes like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
and like
personal, right? It's
personal. Yeah.
personal. Yeah, yeah.
Then
That Cajon game and Beaumont High School game, if anybody go check it out, was probably one of the best games I've seen all season. And I
yeah,
went to a lot of games. That
yeah,
was like my phone ran out of juice. I was trying to record so much. I was like, damn, this is a good ass game.
yeah,
So I know you guys were beat. I know everybody went home and went to sleep
yeah,
because y'all was dead beat. It went from the whistle to the whistle.
yeah.
Um, talk about this off season. What you working on? What you got going on?
Well, right now, to be honest with you, I'm still recovering from my wrist, so it's going all right. I just started to get back on like track because like my wrist, it's a lot like therapy and stuff. So right now, I'm running track for sure because all the coaches like that's the main thing about me on film. I need my speed a little bit better, so that's where it starts track. Then right now, 7-on-7s here, but I'm gonna ease into that. So I feel like I need to get my time on the field.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get to 7-on-7.
What's some things that you got in your head as far as I don't want to say like selfish goals, but I believe everybody's supposed to speak it into existence. What's some things you want to get into this year that's maybe personal goals or personal things that you have check marked off?
Like for season wise,
Yeah,
well honestly, I want like in the like I want the all league. So I want to win league again, obviously, but I want like defense player of the year of the league,
yeah.
obviously. Then I want 100 plus tackles, and
Mm,
this year it was bad. I dropped a few picks, like
hmm.
not thinking. Yeah, so and I didn't have a pick this year, which was not so good. So obviously, I need a few picks in there.
Okay.
Then yeah,
If you,
then not even personal. What else? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Then obviously
well,
play like we want to win.
well,
That's my
yeah, yeah,
personal.
no, no, I know. I was talking more about you. I definitely know the Beaumont Cougars out there want to win, and you
Yeah,
guys will be well prepared. I,
yeah,
your Christian Cooper, defensive end, outside linebacker, Beaumont High School, class of 2026, has 70 tackles this year. He's a tackling machine. He's a madman out on the field. Uh, you know, the dude can play football, and he arrives to the ball with violence,
yeah.
and that's hard to find at a high school level. So I think you have a bright future in front of you.
Yes,
You
sir.
got a good family, talented brother, all world quarterback that's gonna make his move. So
Yeah,
you guys know football around that house, man. I appreciate you for hanging out with us.
sure.
Uh, any shout outs you want to give to any of your buddies or whatnot?
Yeah, I shout out my team. We coming this year and best for
Okay.
league. We got a tough schedule coming up this year and
Talk
it's
what
gonna be
before we
good.
get out of here. What's the schedule looking like? Can you announce it yet or no? Or
I don't know. I can tell you on the side.
yeah, don't worry about it. Don't
The coach
no
hasn't
announce.
announced it, so it's not like my business to announce it. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, I got you as hey, team player right there. Come,
Yeah.
hey, Coach Stein, let me get involved though, but we're gonna leave it at that, man. Thank you for
Yes,
hanging out,
yes,
and I
sir.
appreciate you, man. Good
Yeah.
luck to you this season. Get that wrist healthy, man. And I hope you get 90 tackles. 100 tackles, I don't want you to get 100. That means you was working too hard. I hope you get 90 tackles, bro. But I
All right.
appreciate it, man, and good luck and everything.
I hope to see our practices in some of them games too.
Y'all definitely will. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.